I married in Clarksdale, Mississippi. 1941, the 7th day of December. That's the day that they bombed Pearl Harbor. I won't forget that. I'm Lou Shinal, born and raised around Clarksdale, Mississippi, from one plantation to another. I'm a civic of a 10 family with my mama and daddy. But I can't tell too much about my daddy because I was quite small when him and my mama separated. He went away. We never seen him no more. And my mama raised us. It was 8 children. It was 8 of us, 5 girls and 3 boys. And I'm the last living relative of that family. I have some nieces and nephews somewhere in the world, I don't know. None of them never contacts me, and I don't know how to contact them. So we don't keep in touch. Only but one, and she'd be out of it most of the time when she called. But I enjoy that. If that's her life, I ain't got to live it.
Did you have any nicknames?
Yeah, I was called Nenny.
Nenny.
Everybody around home know me by Nenny.
Nenny. And where did they get that name from?
I don't know.
They just.
I don't know if they got it from my mama. Ever since I've been big enough to know that that's my name, Nenny. Because when I went to school, started school, that's what I told the teacher my name was. So did, because I wasn't with my mama when I did go to school. I was with her brother. Because after she moved closer to him, he wanted to take one of the children, and his wife wanted a girl because she didn't have enough for 2 boys. So I went to live with them. I stayed with them from 29, I think it was, till 38.
So do you remember any memories before you started living with your uncle?
I can remember my mama.
And what do you remember about her?
She was going from place to place with us, trying to take care of us, and we lived in, I can't tell you where we lived at from them different places, but I can remember her moving from one place to the other, because I asked her one time, where was we staying when she made us all stay in the bed all day, one day, because she didn't have no wood to make a fire.
Oh, wow.
She kept us in the bed to stay warm.
To warm up, yeah.
And she said you wasn't but 3 years old then. So I don't know what year it was then back then, but I just remember us laying up in the bed looking out through the top of the house. And so I asked her where were we staying at then, but she told me, but I don't forgot. I don't know, staying somewhere on some plantation or another. But
you guys were living on plantations back then?
Yeah, we was on plantation now, I was born somewhere in Clarksdale in a little place they call Lyon, Mississippi. That's where I was born at. And my mom and daddy moved and went around so much till I don't know what place we stayed at until I got big enough. After I went back home with Mom, I can only tell where I was, where we were staying at then. We were staying on a place they called Rooks. And we went to a school at a church. I can remember that. And I can kind of picture the place where we stayed. It wasn't much or nothing. The road we had to walk looked like it was made out of coals. It was a black road we used to walk down, called it the Dama Line. And one store back out there. Remember that one store back out there where we stayed. I remember that man's name was running that store. I think his name was Jim Frank. Was running that store. And once a year, he have a big picnic and a pastor right out in front of his store. And everybody would go to that picnic. They have a ball game out there in that field too. We playing baseball out there. 'Cause I love baseball till today. I was a child and I loved it, baseball. I don't know how I come by to love it, but I just liked it. And I was watching her play ball. And I heard the man, he said, "Get back, y'all, get back. It's a left-hand pitcher, left hand at the bat, get back. Everybody get." Man, I thought I was back. But that man hit that ball and hit me right there.
Oh, wow.
And it didn't seem to hurt. They grabbed me up and carried me to the store and pouring. I don't really have no ice water, pouring cold drinks on me. But anyway, I never had no problem with it. Of course, I got a little knot right there. I can tell where it hit me.
Did it break any bones or anything?
Didn't break no bones or nothing. And I was all right from that, but I still had a little baseball. So I sat up till Sunday and looked at them.
You have a favorite player?
No, I don't have no
like
favorite.
to watch
I don't watch them that much. But I just, whenever I do see them on television, I will sit and look at them. These were children, these were youngsters, the teams of Sunday it was playing. Oh, while I was with my uncle, I never got to go back to visit my mama.
Wow.
I don't know. But one thing, my uncle thought Mama was going to take me back, because he tried to one time, he wouldn't let her. And I cried, because I wanted to go with my mama. But probably ever, I had to stay there with him.
And did you like it? Did you like staying with him?
In a way I did, because the little education that I got, they give it to me. I didn't get any with my mama. And none of the rest of them didn't either. And so I appreciate that part because, and I didn't get to go to school too much. Now, big as my education, I got it around the fireplace. Now, his wife, she was educated. And, but she was blind. She went to school for, she used braille.
Braille.
And, but she was educated because my uncle, when they got married, he couldn't read or write. She learned him. And so that's how I got what education I got. Because when I did go to school, I didn't get a chance to go that long. Was about, I didn't even get through second grade. I didn't even get promoted to second grade. And that's when I appreciate what they did because they gave me what learning I got.
And during that time, did you have to do any work or chores around the house or on the plantation or anything like that?
Well, I would help my aunt around because she could do anything she wanted to do, but she had to have somebody to tell her right side from wrong, or not to and she could cook, she could do everything she wanted to do. She could even sew.
Oh wow!
And she had a sewing machine, looked something just like that, and sitting back there. She sewed on it. She couldn't thread it.
Somebody had to help her
she had somebody to thread the needle for her. And she would go by pinning pins on the right side, and then she'd know right side from left side of the material. And she was a good seamstress. They taking care of me real good while I was there. They did things for me that Mama couldn't do, because with 8 children, she couldn't do much and didn't have a steady job. When she was just working here in Yana for different white peoples. And I did the same thing in my lifetime. That's kind of what God did business time.
What type of work did you have to do?
Cooking, washing, ironing, scrubbing, cleaning.
And that was for when you were working on the plantation?
Yeah, when we went to the field, was on plantation. My mama, she raised sharecrops. She was sharecropper when we was on plantation. We always had to go to the field, pick cotton, chop cotton, go to the shop or around the lot or whatever. There's a hive in there where you get water for the drink and cooking and stuff like that. But washing and scrubbing and doing things like that, Mama would have us tote water from the bow. And she would help us. Because she could get bucket in this hand, a bucket in that hand, set one on her head and one in each hand, and tote it. I never did learn to tote that bucket on her head.
Where is your mom originally from?
Huh?
Where is your mama?
My mama was born and raised in Cosesco. Go play with other children. She said, it's enough of y'all, play with each other. We was homebound children. My brothers, they could go out after they got of age. After they got about 18, because they're still children on my mama until you get about that age. And they could go out, but us girls, we didn't ever get to go nowhere. We just got husbands after they come by. If they liked us, they pick us up else. Because us girls didn't get to go nowhere. But they had that house. Wash and iron and scrub and clean up. And never did too much of cooking, not at home, because Mama always did the cooking. Because she said children ways. And she had to count.
Make sure that everybody had enough, and that was it.
So she always taking care of the food problem. We did pretty good. It was hard. And the way we slept, sometimes it was 5 of us in one bed. 2 at the head, 2 at the foot. This old bed my son brought him back in there. His long bed made me think about that. Now, we used to sleep 5 of us in one bed.
Wow.
And Mama and their beds enough for all of us. Some of the boys be sleeping on the floor. I like to do. I'm a vegetarian and I love to fix vegetables. I'm not a pastry cook. I'm just an old plain cook. Soul food. Peas, beans, greens, corn and okra and stuff like that.
The good southern food.
Yeah. Yes, sir. That's what I love to till the day. Children come around and begin going buying all that food. I said, that's a waste of money. I said, that's junk. I want some cooked food. So that's what I did after I got here. Most people found out I could cook that, and they laughed at that. Because most of the white people I cook for, that's what they really kept me there, because I could really cook that vegetable food.
The good food.
And I can cook a cobbler or peach pie or something like that.
My favorite.
And I used to love to cook that, because the white lady learned me how to fix that. What did they used to call it? I forgot. I ain't eaten in so long. Mincemeat pie. God, it was a box of stuff that you could buy. It had all kind of different fruits in it. And it'd be chopped up.
And it's called a mincemeat pie?
And that was they make mincemeat pie. And when the lady told me about making a mincemeat pie, I said, I'm not about no mincemeat pie. I had to call somebody else on how you fix a meatloaf. So it plenty things I didn't know how to fix. But after I learned, then I could do it. I couldn't fix a mincemeat pie now. I ain't fixed it so long. I married in Clarksdale, Mississippi. 1941. The 7th day of December. That's the date at the Pearl Harbor. I won't forget that. We married that Sunday evening at 5 o'clock. My husband, he was born and raised here in Yazoo City from one place to another. But he was there visiting his brother, and me and him got in contact. We got married.
How long were y'all talking before you decided you wanted to marry him?
About a month. And back in them days when young people get ready to marry, they had to be asked for. And he had asked my mama, could he marry me? And I didn't know it. I didn't even know he was thinking about me. When he come to our house to visit us, he mostly was sitting in the room with my mama. Talk to her. I guess he was gaining her influence. So then, when my mama told me that he wanted to marry me, I said, he ain't never even said nothing to me. My mama said, that's what he told me. He said he would like to marry you. I said, oh, well. I said, he sure had asked me. So the last 2 or 3 days later, I got a letter from him. He didn't ask, he sent me a letter. And that's the way we coded through letters. For about a month, it might have been a little longer than that. I was just saying, it's been a long time ago. We got married. And we was together 10 years before we owned any children. So we've been here ever since. Me and him was married 33 years before he died.
In your life right now, up till now, do you have any regrets?
No, I don't. I have a lot of wishes in my life. Wish that I had some sisters and brothers, somebody I could visit, somebody, closer to me. I don't have nobody closer to me. Right now, I don't even have a child close to me. All of them is away. Cause I got my son, he in North Carolina. And I had 2 sons, one died. Lost my oldest son. And that my one daughter stay in Louisiana and 2 in Texas. So that's the crop of my children.
How did your son pass?
Well, I tell you the truth, I don't know. I really don't.
And he was here in Mississippi?
He died here. He married a woman. I don't know. She didn't even let us know he was dead. Put on Facebook, that's where we found out he was dead.
Oh, wow.
His son in Chicago. Sees it on Facebook, that's how we found out he was dead. And she had him cremated.
So she didn't bring him back here or anything?
He was here. They was here.
Oh, they were here.
They were here. The funeral home where she carried him to, because his cousin, after she found out he's passed, she went to call in different funeral homes to see where he was, see who had his body. And Scott had his body. And she talked to whoever was there, wasn't on the manager of the funeral home, but she talked to whoever was there. The letter that she gave them, that he didn't have no relatives. Because she was right here when she called and was talking to him. She said, she told him on the telephone, she said, well, that's just a lie. She said, because I'm his cousin. And said, here's mama sitting right here. And the man was amazed at that when she told him. So I really don't know.
If you could, if your family was watching this, what would be one thing that you want to tell your family that they don't know about you now?
I don't think nothing. I would tell them, as I tell them now, to try to live a perfect life before their children. Try to teach them as much as they know right from wrong. Because that's what I did for mine. Because you don't know everything, but you try to do the best you can with your children and come up to try to teach them the right thing. And I always taught my children that don't belong to you, don't want it. And that is not worth asking for. If you want it, it ain't worth having. I even have two boys too. And they married. And they had 3 apiece. Each one of them, he had 2 girls and a boy. Dad had 2 girls and a boy. They try to do. I tell them they try to do the same thing. But them too. So they got to fight one day out there. They was having my birthday party. And they got to fighting out there. I said, what the world is y'all fighting for? I was over here cooking. And the oldest one, he married before the youngest one. Got a baby before the youngest one. The baby was him. And she the one come in the house and told me they was out there fighting. And I was cooking. I had some chicken on the stove, frying some chicken. And HT and them was over at the hut, because that's where we was gonna have a birthday party at. I walked out the house, forgot the chicken was on the stove. And when they see me coming across over there, they separated. I said, don't go the other way. I said, y'all better come here. Come here to me. They both turned around and come back to me. I want to know what y'all fighting for. I said, ain't but two of y'all. And I said, y'all should be lovely, not fighting. I said, what's you fighting for? I said, you grown, he grown. I said, he got a baby, you got a baby. I said, what you fighting for? I don't think they fit no more after that. Because HT was over there because the little girl, she was big enough to talk and going running across the street because she running there and told him that her daddy and uncle was out there fighting. HT was gonna come out. HT started out there, but when he seen me, he turned around and went back. So then nobody said unto him but me. HT after he see me say, oh, out there, mama out there, I ain't going out there. Turn around and back up in the hut. So that's all I'd have to try to teach you the right from wrong. And above all, give the Lord some of your time. Because that's who's keeping you. And you need to give him some of your time. Don't give all your time to the devil. I didn't give all of mine to the devil. I ain't saying I didn't do things that wasn't right.
Yes, ma'am.
But I still give some of my time to the good Lord. And that's what we need to do. So that would be the fights. I would be fighting them. I have seen a lot of funny things in my lifetime. And I have laughed a lot. Laughed so much until people liked to hear me laugh. Because my husband's cousin, wife, we was visiting down at my son's house. Asked us down there one time for dinner. We was all out there on the back porch, and they was just, my son's dad-in-law was there, and he was telling things, and I was laughing. And his wife was up in the house or something. She come out there, she said, I love to hear you laugh. Say, you look like you're laughing, do you good? I love to hear you laugh. And it was a young man told me the same thing. I used to go out these cafe and things, and I went over there, they called it the Long House. Anyway, I used to go over there, and if I be on the outside before I go in, and somebody said something, I laugh. The lady's son, he said, that's Miss Martha Lou. he said, Mama, that's Miss Martha Lou. She out there. I guess I had to laugh. People just know that laugh, I guess. And at home, we was at home. I was children at home. Be outdoors playing. My mama would holler at me when I be laughing. Shut up your mouth, your brain like a filly. And I didn't ever know what a filly was. That's a horse. A horse. Uh-huh. That's a mare horse.
Did any person change your life at one point?
Yeah, my life changed at one point in a big way.
Tell me about that.
I used to go out. I used to drink whiskey. About every weekend. But I changed that. I didn't have no children. Nobody but me and JT. He's going out, I go out too. He drink whiskey, I drink whiskey too. But I changed from that. After I owned children, I come off of all of that. Going out, Cause now when I was going out, I go to church some too. I never did decide going to church all together. I still would go to church because me and the lady used to go out together. Sundays when we go into church, if we went out on that Saturday night, we wouldn't even drink a beer. Cause we going to church tomorrow. Me and her made that plan. And so that way my life changed altogether after I owned children. Sure did.
So, Miss Malu, is there anything that you always wanted to do but you haven't done it yet?
Well, one thing that I always wanted in my lifetime, and I could have got a better of it. I could have got a better education then than I got, but I had a job a night job, and I couldn't go. Now I always have wanted a better education than I have. And I sat down till the day, and I says, I wished I had got a better education than I did. But my mama didn't have no education, and she wasn't interested in her children having them either.
Are you at peace right now with your life?
Really, yes, sir. At peace and happy.
What are some important lessons that you've learned along the way?
I've learned so much along the way till I don't know where to start at. I learned to never give more than you can take. And to treat everybody the way you want to be treated in life. And I have learned to live on my own, not wait for somebody else. I have learned to live for myself, by myself. But I learned to live around people, get along with people, love people, and people love me. I learned a lot in life. I talk so much until I don't know where to start at, because it was two young people was visiting over there just about, a week ago. And I was out there in my flower bed, cleaning out my flower bed, and they spoke to me. It's visiting at the house there. They spoke to me, and I spoke to them. I heard them when they spoke, because I didn't hear a thing in the air. And then the girl, she went to talking, saying something. I said, baby, I can't hear. I said, I don't know what you're saying that far away from. So they both come on over to the fence where I was. And they were standing there, a young man and a lady, and they seemed to be Christian peoples. And they sitting there, they just talking. And they told me they made themselves acquainted with me. And then they were standing there talking, and I said, did y'all go to school here? And the boy said, yes. Then I looked at him, I said, well, I started to say you would ought to know some of my children. I said, but no, you wouldn't. I said, because you ain't old as my children. I said, because I know you ain't no 50 years old. He said, no, ma'am. And I said, all my children are past 50. And the girl, she had to turn to walk off for some reason. Then she turned around, she come back. She said, you said that your children's son passed 50. She said, well, how old is you? I said, I'm 93. And they both was amazed. And they're so happy. They both come over there and they hug me. And every time he come over there now since then, because he's out there somewhere last night, because I was coming in the house, y'all like, hey, Miss Martha. And I tell the young people, if you live right and try to do right, and give the Lord some of your good times, you'll live a long time. Because that's what I done did all these years. But son, I thank the Lord for everything. I just thank the Lord for everything.